Hey guys, I'm very happy to be able to announce that I got the job offer. If you've been watching and following me in my videos, you, you'll know that I've been through a lot of struggles from when I quit my job that I wasn't happy with back in November 2016. Now it's May 2017, so I've been unemployed for about a half a year. And yeah, so if you've seen some of my other videos, I've been through a lot of struggle with this. But you know what? I was very steadfast in my decision, and I knew I deserved better, and I stuck with it. I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. I didn't know, what was going to happen to me. I didn't know how long I'd be having to look for another job. But all I knew was I deserved better, and that desire was strong enough that it got me through. And when I made that decision, and when I quit that old job, and I was going through this period of unemployment for almost half a year, surprisingly, I'm 33 years old now, so surprisingly, even to myself, I wasn't that nervous about it. I wasn't that nervous about, voluntarily quitting a job and then knowing the consequences. It's just that I was really calm about it. I even surprised myself. I thought I'd be a lot more frantic, but when your decision is strong enough, when your desire is strong enough, and when your goals are strong enough, it will carry you through. It's just I was surprisingly calm. I knew it was a big risk and it was a big decision, but I it's what I really wanted, and I stuck with it. And I'm happy to announce that I got the job offer, and I was able to successfully switch into the career and field, and into the career that I really want. This is not my first time around. It's like my second time switching careers now. My very first field was actually in manual labor. I was doing manual labor job at a laboratory. Then I switched out of that and got into the QA analyst setting, into the office, and now I'm into the web development and coding, programming field. And it's been a long road to get to where I am now. It was in October 2015 where the summer of 2015 where I actually really wanted to, where I made a decision to kind of switch careers. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know how I was going to go from an office setting into a programming setting, but I just knew that it's what I wanted. So I looked around. I started this coding bootcamp in October 2015. It went for half a year, and all throughout that, I was also working as a QA analyst on top of that, and it was a challenge. And you know what? Even after graduating from that programming school, it honestly, I wasn't really comfortable with my skills then. So it took about, honestly, another year of me just practicing code by myself. So it all really depends on how much you want something. So even after I graduated from the programming school, I wasn't really able to land anything because I wasn't confident enough. But you know what? My desire helped me stick with it, and I kept on practicing. I mean, even after graduating from programming school, I didn't know like basic concepts still, because it was a lot to learn. But I stuck with it. I kept on practicing. I honed my skills to the point where I was comfortable. And you know what? There's this saying that I really like. It's a really famous saying, and there's a lot of forms of the same saying. It's you have to put in the work. You have to put in the effort. You can't really take shortcuts. There's this law of the universe called it's something that equates to you get what you put in. And there's with a field like this, there's really no shortcuts. You have to know your stuff. And I stuck with it even after graduating. Even after graduating from the programming school, I wasn't comfortable enough to interview, but I stuck with it. I kept on practicing by myself for a year until I was finally able to be confident enough and competent enough in my skills, and where I felt that I was really, that I knew at least knew some of my stuff, and I was confident enough in myself for that. So yeah, I mean, there's it's so true. In most things in life, there are no shortcuts. You just have to put in the work. It's a universal law, just like the law of physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, and the amount of work that you put into something is most likely going to be the amount of success you're going to be able to get out of it. So I'm going to say it again, like, the amount of work that you put into something is probably going to be proportional to the amount of success you'll get from it. I'll say it one more time, just to really make a point. The amount of work you put into something is probably going to be equal to the amount of success that you'll get out of it. And now, you've seen me through all my struggles. When I got that phone call that I got the job offer, I literally, after the phone call, I literally gasped. And I'm not embarrassed to admit that I was almost to the point of tears, because I knew just how much work and time and dedication and faith this took me to get to this point. It's been 2 years in the making, 2 long years in the making. And I'm happy to say that, I was able to achieve my goal, and I'm very, very happy to say that. So yeah, I've been through some struggles. It was from my own doing, because I quit my job. It took me, about a half a year of being unemployed and not knowing where I was going to be. But bottom line is, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what my goal was. I had my goal. My goal was strong enough to get me through. It was strong enough to get me through those times of doubt. I had days where I was like, you know what did I do? Why did I just quit my job? Was this something right? I had days where I was like, you know what? My gosh, what was I thinking? I've had days like that. But, my belief in myself and my desire for for the achievement of my goal was strong enough that it got me through that. And if you guys have goals, if you really, really want it badly enough, I'm willing to say that it's almost going to have to be achieved. Because if you want something strong enough, you're gonna do absolutely whatever you can to stick with it and to achieve it. And you'll be very, very, persistent. You'll be determined. You'll be very, very steadfast, and your will be strong. Your will be very strong. And just, if you want something badly enough, there's a good chance that you're gonna